What's up, guys? We got a great topic for you today, but first, we're really hungry, so we're gonna go through a drive-thru. We're gonna go to McDonald's. It's okay. Everything's good, guys. We're all fine. You gotta be very careful if it goes flying.
The phone, the whole thing that usually holds the phone is now broken because something got stuck to the bottom.
And someone's too baby to hold the phone, so now we get to prop it up. Shit. We're just gonna do 2 orders. That work for you? Because I'm making something.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, bet.
Works for me.
Bet. Alrighty. Make sure you talk loud enough that they would be able to hear. Wait, special edition gold sauce. Gold sauce.
Thank you for choosing McDonald's. Will you use the mobile app today?
No. Can we do 2 orders though?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No biggie.
On order 1, could I do a spicy snack wrap? And then that'll be all for that order.
First one comes out to $3.23. The second?
I actually am going to use the mobile app for mine. It's going to be 8727.
And what McChicken would you like?
I'm going to do the hot and spicy McChicken plain.
Plain, you said?
Yep. And then I'm going to do a total of 5 of those, counting the one that's free.
I'm sorry?
I'm going to do a total of 5 of those, 5 hot and spicy McChickens plain, counting the one that's free.
Gotcha. And that's all for that order?
Yep, that's it.
Alrighty. Total comes out to $7.39 plus the last order at the second window. Pick up 1.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
I think I paid with the app, so I don't think I'll need to use my card.
Alright, bet. I am gonna have to pay. I think I'm gonna have to use my phone. Did they say first or second window? I don't remember.
I do not.
I think they said second. I don't know. Shoot. We're a little confused.
There's no one there.
So I'll pull up to the second one.
Oh, there we go.
Let's hope it's fine. Alright, beautiful. Hello.
You can't see me, dog.
Yeah, well, there's not much to see. Man, I'm tired. Why you gotta be complicated every time we go through a drive-thru?
It doesn't take that long to make a sandwich plain. It doesn't change the speed.
What, 5? They didn't say pull up to the second window, did they?
No, they do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty, guys, we are off. I can't get this phone to work for so I'm gonna catch you when I get home. And what's up, guys? We're back. Man, I'm so tired. But our topic for today is based on a comment I saw. We're gonna talk about some like basic survival tips to the best of my knowledge for someone traveling to the United States, like visiting or whatnot. Now, I want to start by saying that I'm not an expert on this. Like, I've not been to every city in the U.S. or anything like that, but generally just from my experience and my advice as someone living here on, like, some things that I would assume would be helpful for someone from a different country. Because, like, I'm not 100% sure if these are things that need to be said. Because I don't know, like, every other country's situation, if they have similar problems and people have to be mindful of the similar things. I'm not sure. I have no idea how it is in Japan. So let me know in the comments for sure if this is something that was helpful or if, like, you know, common knowledge. You know, everyone should know this. Because, like I said, if I'm preaching to the choir, that could be totally the case. My first tip to someone traveling to the United States would be, if you're going to a big city, make sure you research a crime map of the layout of the city, and then use that to base where you're going to stay and where you're going to do stuff in. Particularly stuff you're going to be doing during nighttime hours. Every U.S. city is not like a complete hellhole or anything by any stretch, but a lot of cities have high crime rates, especially the big ones, the main ones that you would hear on TV and stuff, like New York or LA, even Dallas, all those places. St. Louis, where I live, has a very high crime rate, but not to the degree of like, well, actually, no, probably a lot higher than a lot of these places, but still. A lot of these are safe cities to visit and stuff. You just got to be mindful of the specific area, right? Don't buy like a really cheap hotel in a really bad area, because then you might become victim to violent crime. A lot of places, unfortunately, a lot of cities do have violent crime problems, but they're more centered on like specific areas. So if you're smart about the area you stay in, you'll be completely fine. But that's why I normally like to, even as a U.S. citizen, someone who lives in America, when I travel to a different U.S. city, I always make sure that I also look at a crime map to make sure that wherever I'm going to stay is not a terrible area, because, I don't know, like I said, a lot of U.S. cities are weird because you have really nice areas, really tourist popular areas, completely fine areas, right next to like a really bad neighborhood where crime is very popular. So it really just depends. It's perfectly safe to come visit the U.S., but I definitely recommend just being smart about where you're staying, if you're staying in like a big city. More rural areas are generally not that much of a problem, but if you're staying in a big city, just make sure you do your research first. Another tip I would have, and this is something that could totally be like something you guys deal with in Japan too, but I know for a lot of other countries, they are not quite so heavily reliant on automobile transportation as America is. Especially if you're not just going to stay in like one spot in like a city, a main city. If you're anywhere else in the U.S., driving a car or being in a car is going to be like a everyday aspect of your life. Like it just is. And gonna go out on a whim here and just say that U.S. drivers in a lot of areas kind of suck. Well, there was a lot of crazies out there. We have a lot of crazy drivers. I nearly got completely T-boned earlier. I was in my lane doing what I was supposed to do. Other person wasn't paying attention. Yesterday, I was driving on the road and I passed this woman in a car like this. Her phone was in her hand, staring her eyes out at her phone as she was driving, swerving in her lane. Like, that's not safe. A lot of people in the U.S., very crazy, stupid drivers. I would also say, like, just, what on earth? Big ass spider. Dang. I don't know where this dude came from. Holy. Dude is huge. Jeez, man. Give me a second. I want to kill this guy. Seemed like a not so convenient spot. Alrighty. Don't know why they're so popular today, but oh well. Anyways. But yeah, just being mindful of driving. If you're crossing the street, like especially in a big city like New York, be really careful. But yeah, biggest tips, literally just, research and be aware of your surroundings. Do those things and you'll be fine, right? And what are your guys' best tips, safety tips for traveling to Japan? Because I'll definitely be looking into those and I would love to hear your input. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. The more you guys interact with the videos, the more videos of these we can make and the more things we can do. So really appreciate that interaction. And if you thought this was really helpful, maybe consider sharing with a friend. But yeah, see y'all in the next one.